Hi guys and welcome back, it's your boy Ash and we're here for episode 2 of the Working Man's Road to Glory. First of all, I just want to say a massive shout out, thank you for every single person that listened, watched, liked, subscribed, commented, everything that you did, fantastic. The response is absolutely amazing. I honestly didn't think I was going to get half the amount of likes or anything, so I'm just very, very happy. Thank you guys. I do want to say a massive thank you to this chap here as well, AJ501, big shout out to you, my friend, you went ahead and from the last video actually followed the link, you know, bought your 5 cards, you got yourself a free one, you got me a free one, fantastic, thank you very much, honestly, it really means the world. So we've got 1 limited card, we need 29 still to go. I've realised that you need 30 here for the unique, which I think, guys, uniques are going anywhere from £500 to £1,000 upwards. Who knows, you might bag yourself a really, really little card. Whatever money we get, we're going to reinvest into the game, and that would be fantastic. So let's go straight into it. So what we did from the last episode, if you remember, is we had a load of players that were just commons, and from them common players, we basically had... Well, that's it. We just had common players. The limiteds were just 5 players that we bought for like £5. Now, if you have a look at this, you'll see a load of accepts, a load of rejects, a load of cancels, more accepts. We've been busy, very busy. In fact, that much that I did say I was putting £200 in the game, we put an extra £300. That's right. So there's £500 going to be invested now, whether it's liquid money or it's money that we've put in and we've already bought the players. £500. I'm going to turn that into £5,000. That's my goal, guys. That's right, 5,000. It's going to be a long way, long journey, but we're going to do it together. So we're going to go straight to the club. We're going to look at my cards. We're going to try and skip this as best as we can. And we did 2 teams. We're going to always enter the Europe League and the Challenger. Europe League, top 5 leagues, Challenger, all the misfits as I call them. No, I'm only joking, just all the other leagues. So we went and bought ourselves a Paul Nardi, which if you look at Paul Nardi in terms of his price, we got him for around £78. Does it show that? It doesn't, but I mean, he went for 106, we got him for 78, and on Sorare data, when you have a look at him, Paul Nardi, that guy we've just on screen is just a giveaway there. Paul Nardi, $104. If we just have a quick look at his limited, see what he's been going for, and have we made the right choice, yes or no? Well, he's been going from 140 up to 180. He's been averaging in or around £120, and we got him for 78. Look at that, absolutely amazing. Is he the best, you know, guy to have in your team? No, but one thing he does is consistent. He plays in all games and he will always bag you in or around 40 points. So that is absolutely amazing. We did get him with an 8.5% as well. This is what I've been looking specifically at when buying players, is the percentages, the XP, and that really makes a difference. If you can get it for the same price as a 5% to an 8.5, why wouldn't you go for the higher one, yeah? All them little, you know, decimal points and the little percentages really make a difference between sometimes placing or not placing. So key tip for you there, guys, always look at the percentages, not just the player. So we went with a stack, FC Union stack, I believe, yes, which is, we've got Robin Knock for defence, averages 50 all the time, plays all matches. Grishka Promel, plays all matches, 58 rated, and Max Cruz is our big boy up front, the big 6'2" monster, and again 66. With again 8%, 7%, 6.5%. So look at the percentages on all of them. On here as well, we did need a 5th player, which we did, and we went with none other than Anton Stack. I actually have his common that I got given with the game. I loved it so much just because he was bagging me for 2 weeks back to back around 50 to 60 points with his accelerator. So we went with him because we know he's reliable, he's consistent, he's young, under 23, he's got loads and loads of utility. So that is how I'm going to be rolling with my Champion Europe. If you see, I've already put it forward. This team should get me around 300 points if they do amazingly well. A couple of them have, you know, if Max Cruz scores a brace or a hat-trick, I mean, this could get me 300 to 350 points on a good day, you know. So I'm not saying it's going to place me in the top 3, top 10, top 20, top 50, but what I'm saying is they should place me in or around, yeah. So that's the first one. The Challenger Europe, to make it a little bit easier, we're just going to go straight on here. I am actually going to try and get rid of a couple of these players. I've just put them in just for the video, but really this guy costs around £50. I'll be honest guys, I'm not an expert with the Eredivisie or a lot of the challenger leagues. Yes, I know the odd player who's maybe moved across or something, but what I'm saying is I don't follow them leagues. I am like the average person, who follows the top 5 leagues. So I didn't really know how to do a lot of research on these players. I mean, for example, Yannick van der Osk, he actually plays for FC Lorient, and if you see, they're right at the bottom, which is why I got him for only £50. He plays all games, and if they manage to survive relegation, his price could be double that, if triple that next year. So it's kind of an investment, but it's somebody that's always going to give me, as you see here, around 45, 50 points, maybe 55 points. Well, forget about this guy, he's going out. I already have a replacement, which I'm going to show you in a second. We have Fatia Aksoy. This chap here, again, in the Eredivisie, defender, he's reliable, he plays all games, and again, if we have a look, he bags himself around 55. Again, with these percentages, 7, if you can see here, 7%, 6.5%. This guy did actually cost around £40. He's actually going for about 45, 50, but he has been going for around 60 to 70 pounds. 6.5%, again, mid-50s. And again, this player we're going to be getting rid of out the team. So there is 2 players that I'm going to be getting rid. Up to now, these 2 here, these 3 should I say, are going to get me around 150 points, maybe 140 to 160 points they could get. I do need 2 big boys to come in though and hit up to that 283 mark, if not more, and none other than, let's go ahead and get it out, which I do need to get more. I've been rejected, should I say, so let's have a quick look. Rejection. If we have a look here, Moro Jr., if we have a look at this chap, it's averaging around 53. However, he did actually have some games previous to this where he was actually getting in the 60s, 13 games, substituting only 2 times. He has only assisted once, so I mean, he doesn't score anything, but the fact is, again, he's playing. You see where I'm going with this? He needs to be players that are playing week in, week out. He's only 22, so again, an under 23s player. So it's somebody that we're looking for. The next player that we're going to go for again is, and I really want this guy, is Ricky van Wolfswinkel. We have a look at Ricky van Wolfswinkel just to give you an idea, yeah? If you remember, guys, for all you Norwich fans out there, absolute legend at the club. I'm a Hull City supporter, like I said last time, but again, we actually went in for him years gone by. But again, he's a starter. He's just turned 33, so he's still got a few years still in him. If we have a look here to the 1 year and we go to limited and have a look at his price, he's been going, I mean, he started the season, this is when you should have been picking him up, £35. He did have a price hike all the way to 76 quid, and now he's going for about 43. If we can get him around £40, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So I've been rejected about 3 or 4 times with this guy, but one thing you need to see is, look at this. Look at this. I mean, he is on average hitting, I know it's saying up here around 51 to 54 last 5 to 15 games, but if he can actually just have one good month where he's consistently getting 60s or above, which I think he can, he's a guy, anyone who follows Ricky van Wolfswinkel knows what he is and what he has been. He scores goals. That's just simple. He scores goals, he's reliable, and again, you know what I mean, his FC Twente is in 4th, or they're in 4th. I mean, they're going to be playing for that top 2, top 3. They want to stay in top 4, European Champions League, that sort of thing. They want to be going here, so they're having an amazing season. They haven't lost in 5 games, and he's been a massive contributor. In fact, if we have a look at him straight away, look at this. 19, they've only played 20 games. He's played 19 of them. 3 assists, 9 goals. That's 14. In fact, what am I talking about maths? That's 12 goal contributions in 19 matches. So it's with the second half of the season, if he bags 18 goals and 6 assists, I mean, that does me fine. He has been subbed out a lot, but again, that's probably when it gets to, 80 odd minutes, 70, 80 minutes into a match. So he does score goals and he is reliable. So these are the 2 players that I want to be doing now. Time I actually go ahead and get these 2 players, Ricky van Wolfswinkel and Moro Jr., just these two alone should get me, I reckon personally, I know it's on stats probably around 100 points, 110, but I'd be really hoping that these two specifically can get me around that 120, 130 mark if they have a good run of form. So now we know that, that's where we're basically working with our, hang on a second, let's just get back to here. So this is what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm really happy. This is the first week that we're actually going to go ahead and we're actually going to play a competitive Champion Europe and Challenger Europe. As I say, if we look at how the scores was for last week, which we'd have to go to, well, I say last week, the week before, 25th to 28th, and we have a look at the prize pool for Champion Europe. I mean, this is wrong here. I've been seeing this. I don't know what this is about, 42. I'm sure that you must get around there, like the 250, 350 mark. We'd have to, we don't have anything to compare it to. But yeah, I mean, 300. So again, 1 in 11 people are going to get something from there. And again, here you're probably looking at 1 in 10 people or something. So yeah, around 1 in 10, 1 in 12 people are going to get something. If we just take Challenger Europe, for example, and actually have a look here, and that was 1 in 300. So if we go to the 300 page, which is, there's 250, and we go one more, 300. I mean, you're looking at 303 points. As I said to you, I won. Both teams have set up to get around the 300 points mark. So I'm not saying like I'm going to get into the tier 2s unless they had all exceptional games, but just getting into the tier 3. I mean, look at the difference. When I've said about them percentages, 0.02, 0.13, 0.53, 0.67. So I mean, moving from one top of the page to another, sometimes it can be the difference between them percentages. So specifically look out for that. That's one key tip for you on today's episode. So yeah, so really excited, guys. So excited, honestly. As I said to you, I put £500 into the game. I only want to initially put 200. I put 500 and thought, if we're going to do this, let's do this to and make it really fair, because yes, I know some people will be saying and listen to this, well, last week, last time you made the video, you said £200, you've now changed it. I appreciate that 100%, but at the same time, it is a working man. It's not a poor man where you might be able to put £20 in, £50, and you're doing a free to play, and we're doing it over a year. This is more for me like a 3 to 6 month project. I'll carry on doing videos, but it's 3 to 6 months, once, twice a week, always submitting the teams, playing around with the teams. And one thing that we're going to be doing as well, and I want this to be a pivotal, absolute pivotal part of this RTG, but what I want to be doing is looking for cheap buys. I mean, for example, right now, if we just say players that are 23, let's just go 23, and if I can do this, 23 and under, let's just say people that are in the Champion Europe, just because it's mainstream, everyone knows it, and then we go to like ending soon or low prices. Now some of these players you may have never heard of, and you think, all right, I'll skip him, that's not who I want. However, if you actually look, like for example this Paul Jekyll, we can literally take him as an example. 48, he plays quite often, he's under the age of 23, so he's got another year. If we just grab his details and actually have a look at him, just 1 second, probably quicker to actually write this, to be fair with you, but let's just go ahead and do this. 13 appearances, and what do we see here? I mean, he didn't play 6, 7, so he has been playing recently, but hypothetically, let's say this guy, I mean, he's not, but let's have a look and think if he was injured and his price had gone from what it normally is down to, let's say he's averaging around £20 for the card, and he ends up dropping down to only £2 odd because he's had an injury, he's out of form. This is where you want to be looking to pick him up, and then you want to be going and selling when it's up here. Even if he just goes down to £20 and you put him for a fiver, it's extra profit. And that's how I think we're going to be successful on this game now moving forwards, is specifically going in, searching on different sites, players that have recently been injured, or just if you've got general football knowledge and you know specific leagues, or you support specific teams and you can know that they're injured, or they're going to be out of action, go ahead, pick them up while they're cheap. I guarantee they will drop massively in value on this game. This game, 24 hours later you can look at a player and it's completely up by 50 quid, and 24 hours later it's down by £50. You just don't know that. So that's what I'm saying. Just do your research, find out who's injured, who's on the bench, who's in reserves. Maybe they've had a falling out with the manager or something and they're out for the time being playing with the under-23s something. Eventually they're going to go back in the squad. This is the type of stuff that you need to do your research on, because if you can buy the players like this and then sell them at a much higher profit, you don't have to wait, months and months and months of playing matches here and entering these leagues. This is, for me, this is fun. Yeah, if they can get rewards, amazing, and that's what we want to do. But at the same time, for people like us who are the working man, the poor man out there who haven't got, a huge amount of cash, thousands to put into the game, you want to be identifying these people, buying these people, and then a week later selling them on for £20 profit here and there and £30 profit here and there. If you want to see a video specifically on that, that's not a problem. Just let me know in the comments, and what I'll do is I'll create a video of specifically players from different leagues that you want, of players that you could potentially take a gamble on, and within a few weeks, not months, within weeks we'll see profit come back. So that's why I've always said I want to keep liquid money in here for when I need to go ahead and make this, because that's how you're going to gradually build a club, but not over a year's time, literally within a matter of weeks or months. It is a gamble, but like anything, no risk, no reward. So now we're going to wrap up the video. We've got the players, they're all submitted, we're ready to locked and loaded, 15 hours, I can't wait. On a special note, I just want to say for all you guys out there that are watching the transfer deadline day or have your teams, I hope you get the players that you want. I'm a Hull City supporter. We might only spend a little bit of money, but you know what? Every sign is an exciting signing. Who doesn't love transfer deadline day? So what I want to just say, guys, to end this video is, like before, if you liked the video and you're a fan of it and you want to see more and win more rewards, take big gambles, really investigate players, that's what this channel is all about. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And if you can, guys, it would be a massive help to me. We've already got the one legend we mentioned, AJ501. If you want to join the list of legends, go ahead, copy and paste this, use this link to sign up. Once you get your 5 cards, and we're building towards this unique. All the best, guys. Much love. Peace out.